I don't know what's going on with my hair, but it's going to work today. My name is Tammy. I'm Thebullintraining. Welcome back. It's been a month since I posted. And guess what? I got some news. I quit for a full 3 weeks. I wasn't planning on quitting for a full 3 weeks, but I just happened to do that. And I tell you right now, it's one of the best times of my life. And I didn't so much quit because I did trade, but I opened my computer, I took my time to chart when I could, and I got in a couple of trades and they worked, and then I was like, whatever. Like, it wasn't like this process and anticipation and this like, oh my God, I need to trade. Like, listen, to be fully transparent, and I'm talking fast because my videos are long as and I don't want to edit them. I don't want to edit them. I'm just being lazy. Like, if somebody wants to edit my videos for free, please. But listen, I started my trading journey out of pure desperation, right? I thought I was going to separate. I thought I was going to be a single mother, and I did not want to give up my time with my kids for a job. So I started my trading journey, and it was during COVID. And every day learning how to trade and taking trades, I traded with desperation. And I know I speak a lot on like mental health and psychology and stuff and et cetera, but I feel like had I known the importance of your psychology way beforehand, it would have saved me from a lot. Like I read so many stories, and we see the same thing, and it's like we are constantly not excuse me, but paying attention to how important our psychology is. Because I mean, a little bit, it just sounds weak. It's like, yo, get it together. Like, there's bigger things in life, but it's important. I have one of my mentors has been trading for 13 years. And I mean, having our chats together, both of us have our like revelation, I think that's the word, or like, just come to that aha moment that, yeah, this trading stuff can get dark. When you're trading by yourself, thankfully I have girls that I trade with every single day. They are my rock. They are my ace boon coons. I love these women to death, okay? Like, I could not imagine my trading journey without these ladies. And thankfully along the way, thanks for Twitter and stuff like that, that it seems like that little family is growing. But these women are just like everything to me. And that's important. But even with having them trading, on the computer with me and logging in with them every day, it's still dark. Like, if you don't know how to de-stress and kind of like, let it go at the end of the day, like, we're constantly taking that packed up energy to the next day. One of the guys that I follow on Twitter, he had a heart attack from all the stress of trading. A heart attack. This is a healthy man, like a seemingly appearance-wise healthy man. And he was saying like the only thing that it could boil down to was the fact that how stressful trading was to him. And surprisingly enough, it wasn't like I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, I was like, I could see that. Because when I'm in these trades, sometimes it's not just the fear of losing money. It's the fear that the money that I have, I've lost so much money already. That same feeling of this needs to work, I need to pay my bills, blah, 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 is everything going on in that trade. Freak the option. That is what I'm trading. That is what I'm looking at in charts, right? So, and to be honest with you, I have been so scared to take a break because I feel like taking a break means in this invisible race to success, I'll be behind. I hate feeling like I'm behind. I want to be the big dogs at the table with the rest of them. And the thing with trading is this. It's not a linear line. No one can say like, oh, you know what? Give it till December 1st. You're going to be making money. Like, it's, for whatever reason, it takes some people. I never think it's going to take anybody less than a year to be successful at trading. Because, I mean, not unless you have a lot of money. But it takes time, and some people take, what would be like, baby, it took you 20 years to learn how to trade, but it took you 20 years to learn how to trade. But guess what? You did it, because at the end of the day, this trading thing is, everybody should be trading. But yeah, dang, I lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going there, but okay. Anyways, so yeah, I took a break. A break meaning like I had no intentions to sign on to my chart in the morning, and I allowed myself to miss trading And in that whole process, I only had one loss. And it didn't feel like the end of the world. It didn't feel like, I mean, of course, when I get into the trade, like my heart is like, but it wasn't like I felt like I was like, oh, you know, if I don't make this trade, it's just feeding the bacteria, that I like to call it, the negative thoughts in my head that you'll never be good at this. Now, I am battling those thoughts where it's just kind of like sometimes it feels better not to trade because you really have to face your self in trades and that negative part of you and like deal with all the psychology crap of it. But it's actually beneficial because I recognize when I logged in, I wasn't tuned in into any of the noise. I wasn't worried about what anybody else made. I wasn't looking at who did this and blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, do I see something or not? And I'm not going to, you know, build my whole day around this. I'll just go. And maybe that's not what somebody else needs, but it's definitely what I need after almost 3 years of feeling like I poured my soul into a chart to only get clapped. And I know, like, I had to learn the hard way that you can do everything right and still, you know, miss something, or it just doesn't work out and the next move it does. And sometimes you just can't hear that past that negative balance. Okay. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. So there's that. I want to slowly ease myself back. I have a very small account, and I have come to the realization that I don't care what you say. It's hard to build a small account. And don't be following no people who is like, I have $1 million account, but I'm going to start a small account challenge. That's not the same thing. So it is hard to build a small account, and the juiciest piece of knowledge that you can have when you have a small account is to detach yourself from the need to grow this thing fast. And if your days are not looking like what you expect it to look like, it's not about giving up on the charts, but sometimes that break sets you a little bit forward because you will burn out. You will burn out. So yeah, I anticipate on going into, it's only Thursday, but I anticipate on doing some more videos, definitely maybe one this weekend charting. I want to write down like a plan, a realistic expectation on where I see myself in 6 months, not just 2 weeks. Where do you see yourself in 6 months with your account? Stuff like that. And keep a little bit of a distance. I just have one of those personalities that can get really, perfectionist. If I say I'm going to do something, it's got to be done. And for some reason, with trading, with anything like fitness, stuff like that, I get really on it. So, knowing that about myself, it doesn't really benefit me when it comes to trading because, you know, even with always like back testing and charting and stuff like that is helpful. But when you're like back testing with the hopes like this, I'm going to get even more correct about it. It like hurts when you've done everything right and it still didn't work out. And that is the market. That is the market. Like you really have to be like waterproof. Is that it? You know, like just let things roll off, and you can't take a trade with the I got to get back because I lost all this money. Like you just got to let it just kind of do its thing. It's like, okay, got it. All right. So anyways, we're already at 10 minutes. So I'm out. I'll see you in the next video. And if y'all haven't, y'all should totally listen to the song because this is my shit. We don't back down, we show up. I love myself and I love you. We are the ones we are waiting for.